players.
Okay. So welcome to map 2 of Denmark versus Portugal here on Level Up TV with me, Disrepute and Vor. It is the ClanBase Nations Cup 2012 Group B match. Let's have a look at the teams quickly. ZLC, Nightops, Exu and Viam for Denmark. For Portugal, Occulta, Mess, Siz and Unu.
I'm guessing that's for the benefit of people who didn't watch VOD 1 that you go over the lineups again, Dis?
Yeah, it is for the benefit, and it's just to establish that there's no changes, but
yeah.
This is map 2. First map was exceptionally close. Denmark just taking it by 2 frags in the end, 150 to 148 on Purgatory.
In a game that Portugal actually led for, what, 90% of the game?
Yeah, significant period of the match. And I have to say, we think Portugal should take quite a lot out of that, considering Denmark's recent results in Nations Cup tournaments.
Excellent.
Yeah, I mean, with or without Juvenile, this is still a strong Denmark team.
You don't know how Portugal are going to take it. It could have been a demoralising loss there.
Yeah. Maybe also a warning to Denmark that they're going to have to step their game up for this map so that they're not in the same situation as they were in Purgatory.
Prepare your team.
We're going to go ready in 5 seconds. So Grim Dungeon, second map. Denmark's map pick.
3, 2,
See how the teams play it.
1. Fight.
Starting off with ZLC's point of view, gets to spawn in that shard area with a shotgun and straight on top of, wow. Well, the red pickup was actually by Portugal, but managed to get pummeled down. Mess might drop the rail here. In fact,
Does
he
drop
does.
it, but took ZLC out at least, although dropping the rail, still not a good thing to do. This isn't really a rail map, but rail in certain positions on this map is still devastating.
Just cycling around the players a bit. Unu underground in this lower yellow area. I don't know why he got the lower yellow and then didn't think of that the rocket would be up in a second. We've got 3 seconds until the battle suit, and he's moved right in at the right time. In fact, he must have saved it. ZLC out with the shaft. Battlesuit still on its spot. What is going on?
I think, yeah, it is.
Nightops. Same as the first map. Double power-ups go to Denmark.
But this time it looks like Denmark are going to probably make a lot better use of it. They've already picked up a few kills, and those power-ups both push out from red. Could be trouble for Portugal.
Switch round. ZLC's died with that quad, so I'll switch back to Nightops.
How dare he die.
Underground. The rail is up, calling for a teammate to come and grab it, I think.
Yep. He could also drop his for someone up in that room, but decided not to.
Yeah, so Nightops 80 armour. Need a bit of help in the shotgun room. Great dodge of that first rocket. I think it was a bit more luck than anything the way he just jumped, but good nevertheless, and he should utilise this rail in this position here.
Yeah, this is obviously a classic position to rail from on this map. I mean, you can cause a lot of damage here, but you do have to be careful. There's, as you saw there, there's multiple ways to try and ambush someone railing from that position.
He could do with giving his rail gun to someone who's just picked up the red, maybe.
Yeah. He knows there's still someone around. They just saw a glimpse of them as he opened the door, and it's going to be in his mind, if he wants to start railing this way, he's going to have to be aware of someone pushing around on him.
It's been countered perfectly there. That's exactly how you counter somebody who's got a rail.
Although, it did kind of rely on him missing. I think it'd be disappointing not to have hit any of those rails.
Got 15 seconds before the quad. It is first, so it's going to give an advantage to whoever's got that position, and that is Portugal at the moment. There's a long gap actually in between them. I mean,
yeah, certainly long enough to charge straight through and have a position advantage at red armor if Suit decides to bounce up, but they're not picking it up.
They're forcing a delay with the rocket spam, but that's bad positioning by Portugal, not getting right in the doorways, blocking it off. Battlesuit has spawned up. Looks like there's a little bit of a delay back on that still. Not as much now though.
Yeah, he's not stacked though. Well, now he is with the red, but no rocket launcher. Would be an interesting fight.
Nightops should probably drop his rocket
launcher. Not giving it to him.
There you go, quad coming through the doorway. 2 players supporting him as well. There's the quad right on the battlesuit with the shaft of Colton, but Exu just at the right time dropped by his opponent was a lightning gun, which really saved him there, I think.
Yeah, and the red armor he picked up really did save him as well, because you know, he needed all of that to survive that fight.
Here's Mess with that drop rail pick, takes out Viam, who had just got the red. Unu manages to frag his teammate with the rocket.
Oh yeah, and drops a rail as well. That's going to make any attack now on here so difficult. They probably have to go back off.
ZLC's point of view here, him and Nightup's blocking off this doorway through to the quad area. They might have wanted to push considering the amount of frags there, but
they had an opportunity to do it, you're right, and they could have really put the Portuguese under heavy pressure if they'd have pushed. But you know, they have a comfortable 15 frag lead, and all they need to do is just play their solid game now. They don't need to take risks at the moment.
And with the power-ups a lot closer than they were, it's not so much of a risk to say the battlesuit end. But I expect them to maybe put some more pressure on the quad still coming up. We've got 30 seconds till the next squad. I'm going to cycle around, have a look. We've got 3 of the Portuguese players underground at the moment. So it's called around Nightup's 40 armor, 70 health, rocket launcher. Only got a couple of rockets, but does have a railgun. You can dish out some slugs.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, look at that aggressive push by Messi's absolutely schooled him.
Yeah,
Did just push too far though, I think.
Nightops is not really having much luck in that position. I mean, we saw earlier he didn't hit any shots, and just then he hit nothing again. I mean, might want to let someone else try in that position for a bit.
It should be an easy quad pickup this time. Oh, Occultum. Somebody coming out of the bounce pad trying to do it. Cheeky steal. ZLC almost railed in the air there. Nice rocket jump. Could have saved him from a quad. And look at that drop rocket launcher, just giving him enough ammo to carry on using it. Quad goes down and Battlesuit is free to roam the map. These are much better rockets from ZLC, of course, compared to that first flurry of rockets we saw on Purgatory.
Yeah, in this run, it puts Portugal in not a great situation. They're really struggling to make frags at the moment. 40 to 14 the score now. It's quite a big gap. You know, with the speed at which this map has been played so far, it's a hell of a gap.
Because you can see massive turnarounds on this map in terms of frags, especially with the double power-ups. So there's always hope. Following Mess just standing around, so I'm going to switch away. XU hasn't got too much health. Sears just peeking for a rail with nothing there. Unu underground. Doesn't look like they've got anybody at quad. No, they haven't. In fact, Viam's sitting on the yellow position. Or lightning gun. Look at his stats as well. 50% LG, 55% rail, 41 MG. Great stats from him. We always expect that from Viam though. Did just move back to help secure the red.
Yeah, there's been a failed attack on red by Portugal, and you can probably see in the score, all it's done is really widen the gap slightly.
Of course, having lost the yellow, they need me to make a choice of where to attack. You could attack the red, you could attack the yellow. I'd say normally you'd try and just attack the upper yellow as soon as you could as a team, because there's less likely to be as many opponents there, but they chose the red. 5 seconds to go until the quad squad's going to cycle around, see who's in that position. Well, it is Portugal. No one's getting in the doorway with the rocket launcher to block off anything. Quad's going to run through first, risking ambush. XU going to go straight up the bounce pad, is he? The quad didn't push into the room quick enough to shaft him though.
Look at these rockets.
Oh my god, Mess is doing some great rockets here. 16 health, a little bit of quad shaft, but
wow.
Was that quad eliminated?
Quad was taken out by a grenade, and I don't know where Quad was while Mess was doing those amazing rockets. He could have taken Suit out so easily.
To me, that was an awful series of moments of play there, really, from Portugal. I mean, just running through the doorway first could have been ambushed. Then he didn't actually get in the room to catch the battlesuit up the bounce pad with the shaft. Then, as we saw how much damage he took from the rockets, the quad was just, I don't know what he was doing, just messing around.
Yeah, but somehow they've actually come away with control of red from that disc. I don't know how, really. Because
it seems like Denmark just backed off, though.
Yeah, it did look like that. I'm not sure why they'd want to, but...
Interestingly, Unu was just underground in the lower yellow area there. He has secured the railgun position still, though. So that's worked out alright for him. Doesn't want to go up against the shaft without more armour. Cycle around a little bit more. Viam just delaying this yellow for some reason. Well, for a teammate, in fact, so let's cycle around a bit more. ZLC doesn't have any armor, does have a shaft though. A Colton, rocket launcher, shotgun, no armor. There's a lack of armor on a lot of these players here, but Nitop seems to be the man. He's got 180 armor, 20 seconds before the quad. Let's see if Denmark do a better job of defending the area first. That's another thing about Portugal. I mean, both times they haven't blocked off the quad area with a rocket guy or grenade spam. We see Nitops just does that, delays it. Any kind of push that can come in, and there you go, he's going to get an easy quad pickup there, and the rest of his team move towards the battlesuit and will be causing a lot of trouble over there. Could even be potentially a double power up, isn't it, in fact? So Sizz takes that battlesuit now. Sounds like they got a call where the quad was. Quad comes through the doorway up against battlesuit, does a lot of damage with the shaft. What happened to the quad?
It backed off to lower yellow of all places, so oh, interesting. Because
switch
once
around
again,
to the quad. He's got a 100 armor now. He comes at the bounce pad. The battlesuit had moved out. He didn't get into an aggressive enough position, I don't think, there to get the kills. Ends up having to back off.
Yeah, this is interesting from Denmark. I'm not sure what made them make this switch to this side of the map, but the score has actually closed in since they've done it, and it honestly hasn't really been down to Portugal forcing them into this half of the map. It's more of a choice. They've given up red so easily. They haven't really contested it and been pushed out.
I was really surprised there when Nitops just went in. He had 100 armor. He had the weaponry, and he went up the bounce pad and then just sort of backed off. I thought he'd at least get a kill, and maybe his team would come diving in behind him. But I guess he just went up without his team wanting to attack, and
yeah, it just seems strange.
Yeah.
I mean, they were dominating the map from the red position, and you could say, well, quad is first, but quad's been first the whole game because it was delayed on the first set of power-ups.
So 25 seconds until the next quad, still following Nitops 100. I'm going to cycle around a bit before the power-ups. Mess hasn't got any armor but defending the rail position. Exu up against him effectively with the rail, has to back off a bit. Sizz just waiting on this red pickup. Looks like he might be the battlesuit guy, but he's got quite a while to wait after the quad. Unu just going to try and rail in there, but good spam of those grenades, and now it's going to be the quad pickup in a second as we see Denmark and Vimes put it. Oh, Colton's dived in there and stolen this. Well, Vime was dropping down the back, we saw.
Ow!
Well, he got the spawn.
2 people there.
Where? Oh, no. What's a Colton's number? He must have changed, though. There he is. With the shaft in hand. Moving up to this upper yellow. Takes out Viam. ZLC to follow. Leaves that rocket launcher down for his teammate. Almost catches a third frag in a row there. Does finish with 3 frags on the board, and they should have perhaps maybe stayed, one of them at least, up the upper yellow, but decide to go back and make sure red's secure, and they're closing the gap again. It's only just over 20 frags now.
Yeah, this is turning into an interesting game. I mean, I thought from the start Denmark had that possibly there was no way back in this for Portugal, but no, Denmark have completely changed the way they're playing this map.
Yeah, see, Portugal just moving out there into the upper yellow. They aren't prepared to stay there, though. I find that a little bit strange. They're not prepared to stay there for a while and do some serious damage, but
we've seen that Denmark have just decided that all of a sudden they're not that interested in holding red, and there's not much pressure on red. In fact, there's pretty much none, so staying out at the yellows would be an option for them if they're strong enough with armour and weapons.
Next power up in 25 seconds. Still got 4 power-ups left to spawn on the map. There's so much time to bring this back. It's very low scoring.
Of course, in low-scoring games like this, it does take longer to close the gap, unless you can suddenly increase the pace and dominate the map.
Yeah, a lot of it's about tempo. This is, again, Nitops. Good defensive play with the grenades. He's going to pick up an easy quad.
And it allows his teammates to push towards the suit early.
Teammate hadn't made it to the suit. He's taken this lower route. In fact, ZLC has managed to get the battle suit. So switch round back to the quad. Goes up the bounce pad. Oh my god, those rockets were brilliant. And he takes another rocket there. And Mess actually gets the frag, even almost took out Viam. Brilliant rocket play from Portugal there. Both.
Yeah, because that was a pretty stacked quad as well. I mean, he had to hit quite a few rockets.
So double power-up was eliminated pretty rapidly.
Yeah, and it kept the score at 22 the difference, which is the same as what it was before power-ups.
So expert rocket play from Portugal has kind of saved them there, but they didn't really need that. They need the power-ups to start bringing this back further. Colton just waiting inside this doorway, looking for a teammate maybe to back him up before he makes a move in, maybe just looking for an ambush. Unu getting a frag with the rail there beside him.
Yeah, and they still don't know Colton's in there with him.
Oh, totally perfect rockets!
Yeah.
And ZLC will be quite irritated by that.
It's kind of obvious, but because there was a player in there who'd killed one of his teammates, you know, it was assumed that there was no one else there, so...
So, next quad, not so good rocket play there, but I mean, as good as dead anyway. Sizz just moving to the quad area now. Portugal want to start defending that, securing it. What about any kind of delay options here, or just take it? I mean, it's got 7 seconds, that should be a big advantage.
Yeah, you can get to suit in time with this delay. Even if you don't get there to pick it up, you can get there into a position where you can knock it straight down into the void. So they should just be looking to do that, I think. Would mean they want someone stood on it ready to pick it up rather than... it's not positive enough. I mean, look, he's never going to get there in time.
I'm just going to wait for this yellow, but I mean, it's going to be miles away, and now Xu can just take all the time in the world, do whatever he wants.
I don't really like that. It's not positive enough.
I mean, basically, if he waited for that yellow the whole time, he wasted 8 seconds of quad.
Yeah, and the thing you have
30 seconds, that's a third, basically. Oh my god.
Or was supposed to.
Well, he would have got the kill, wouldn't he? Instead, he actually goes down, because he almost killed the battlesuit. Battlesuit did just back off in time, and he managed to get fragged in the end, so... What a nice rocket from Xu. Still looks like Portugal might come out on top in this red area.
Yeah, and the score is slowly closing in, but you know, I think they have missed opportunities to close it in quicker than they are doing.
Sizz just hitting a 77% rail. Not too shabby.
Yeah, I mean, depending on the parts of the map you're using it in, you know, most of the shots are very, very easy on this map. There's only a few areas where people are just ducking around corners, making it hard for you to get a shot on them, but you know, there's a lot of bounce pad railing on this map, particularly around red. Very easy shots at the battlesuit as well.
I just switched around to a Colton.
It's not really a rail-only map or anything, you know. Can be effective on here.
Colton hit a nice rocket, almost got the rail kill as well, but he managed to miss the shot somehow. I guess it was a tight one, but we're going to start seeing the spam because it's only 10 seconds until the quad now.
Good kill
from Denmark. He could do with some more rocket ammo, can't really make a push with that. Oh my god!
Wow, that's bad play from his teammates, not knowing that he'd spawned there.
He needs to give his weapon away.
Spawn.
Here's Nightop's just going to rush through, no one goes in ahead of him, but there's no one to ambush him. Of course he knows that because of Xu's spawn, and they can easily eliminate the battlesuit. Oh, he's gone down himself though, the quad.
Really?
Yeah, so I just switched him and he's in the void, so I don't know what happened, he just got knocked off or something.
But he did exactly the right thing with that quad, other than obviously going in the void, but you know, that's what I wanted to see Portugal do on the previous quad, and the score could be closer if they had.
Well, it is very lucky that the quad went down as well there, because that could have been a match securing frag run there, but it's close enough at this point. I mean, it's going to be really hard to bring it back still, but 15 frags, I guess it's possible. There's still one set of power-ups left.
This is just a strange game, though, for me. I don't see what prompted Denmark to switch from dominating the red to, you know, playing okay at the yellows, but losing that lead they build up at the start from reds.
By the way, this is what Denmark should do. They should delay the quad.
Did they?
Yeah. Well, if you're going to play this slow way anyway, delay this last quad and
why not just do what they did on the previous quad?
Because there's always a bit more risk in that.
Nah, it's not risk, it's just positive.
What you can do though, if they're just leaving one guy at the quad anyway, they could all go to the battle suit, put so much pressure, maybe kill it anyway, and then just delay the quad.
Maybe.
Well, they got two options anyway, haven't they? They can do what they did last time or delay it. Denmark look like they're actually securing it out anyway without the power-ups in terms of frags. Portugal have moved in on this upper yellow position. They're going to have to basically split and maybe go for both power-ups here. Of course, the quad can get there in time, but they really need the rest of the team to start making headways in that area. Surely. Yeah.
Well, Colton's going in ahead of quad.
Hint. Yeah, good.
And
They're going,
Sis is going in.
So here's the quad pickup.
Oh, I don't like this route. I really don't like it.
It's going to be a little bit late for it, but Colton's actually got the battle suit, so here we go. And they've only got 9 frags to get for, so...
yeah, it was double.
Oh my god, ZLC wasn't watching! Straight in the back from a Colton with the rocket. 6 frags the difference. We could be going to a third map here.
This is his rocket jump. He could have made 2 kills. There was another player up there.
Oh my god, Nightops walked straight into... What is it? Come on, finish! Does actually get the frag. It's still 5 frag margin though, 25 seconds to go. They're going to have to hurry up.
They are hard to find because with spawn delay...
What is a Colton doing? Come on. I know it's difficult. You got to push though. Good play. It's a 6 frag margin now, 10 seconds to go, and it is
very close. Not going to happen though. Unlucky.
Again, I mean, that was a really impressive play from Portugal, I guess, against those country champions. But Denmark do take it 2-0.